Hi, my name is Womp Rat, and today we're going to be playing some Orcs Must Die 2, Part 6 of our Trapless experiment with the Sorceress. Today's level is Hidden Gulch. This is a fun little level, guys. We've got one rift, and we are introduced to flyers. One rift, plus one entrance for flyers, and two exits to the level. And if you look on the minimap, you'll see that it's kind of divided into two paths for them to take. Now, this means that there will be some mirroring of sides. So it's going to be like a left side, right side kind of level, so strap in, because it's going to be a little bit of a beastly level. We've got 9 waves to cover. There's a lot of stuff to kill during those 9 waves. Let's go ahead and try to make this quick for us, though, using our chain lightning to dispatch these orcs quickly and efficiently. Just gotta get some headshots off here, and our archers are actually helping us. Now, we have not placed these archers here. They are here as part of the level. A lot of use for them. They're a lot of fun. They're gonna help mostly by being a distraction to flyers later on. Got some earth elementals, gonna go ahead and kill them off. Very easy, just 2 headshots. And then, dispatch their little earthling forms that come out of their failure. So we already see, we've already put in 1 minute and 20 seconds to get to wave 2. So BileBats are a lot of fun, guys. Nice, that poison cloud up there. When you kill them, they drop. They put that poison cloud on the ground. That poison cloud does not hurt you, but it will slow you down. Has a snaring effect on it. If you get hit by it, don't worry, as it does not count against your untouchable, as it does not cause damage. So essentially, if you're not getting hit physically by a monster while it is alive, you're good. However, being slowed down is a problem, as it makes it harder to escape from orcs who are encroaching. You get to see me flail around there on the wall. I am still used to the War Mage for most of my stuff. That double jump that he gets for completing the game is amazing. The Feather Fall, while useful in some situations, is just not as good. Period. However, I have found so far that the levels as the Sorceress are actually easier to get through than the War Mage. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion I know why. Now, while the War Mage does have more HP, he has more health, he does not have nearly as much mana as she has. Sorceress has a lot of mana, and then you couple that with the Mana Rage Trinket, which passively gives you more mana. It means that we're getting about 3 or 4 more casts than our War Mage counterpart. And part of the secret of getting untouchable is not having to get into that close combat. And since we have more long-range / mid-range attacks than he does, it means that we're sitting pretty. Now, if we were to get overrun at the point where we'd end up being hit anyway, he's at the advantage because he can take more hits from things like ogres and trolls than we can. We are weak in our constitution, but having that heightened intellect increases our mana to the point where we don't really care. And if we're going for untouchable, that doesn't matter anyway, because we're not going to be losing health. So far, I'm giving the edge to the Sorceress. I feel like she ended up making out a lot better in Orcs Must Die 2 than the poor War Mage. Now, our apprentice has grown in power, but, I mean, she's a bit of a veteran, so I guess it kind of makes sense as to why she might be a little bit better. But so far, in my experience, I've gotten more mileage out of the Sorceress than I have the War Mage. Now, the hammer that the War Mage has is amazing for killing things like the Earth Elementals, but we have our own way to kill those. And it really won't matter too much until the Earthen Lords. And we have one thing that our War Mage doesn't have, which is our Polymorph Ring, which is really good if you get lucky. Almost anything you turn something like an Earthen Lord or an Armored Ogre or any of those high HP units into is going to be better than turning it into, or, you know, dealing with it another way. It'll make it into something, you know, easy to manage, unless you're unfortunate and, you know, turn your Armored Ogre into a Mountain Troll and turn that Mountain Troll into something obnoxious. But for the most part, that doesn't happen too often, so no worries there. I am taking some risks by kind of wading through these Orcs. Yeah, they're almost there, but they're not going to make it. These medium Orcs are actually easy to one-shot with one charge because of our archers plinking arrows into them. So we got one guy down here. Let's see about hitting him. Oh, he's dead. He's going to throw lightning down here, somewhat indiscriminately. I bear none of these Orcs a personal grudge. I just don't like them. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this wave. And, you know, we're halfway there. And it's been 6 minutes. Not sure exactly what wave, but we will have some sappers. And those things are a lot of fun, as we know how much we love kobolds in general. Strapping explosives to them and telling them to go give the War Mage / Sorceress a big hug is not fun. While the enthusiasm and sentiment behind it is, you know, appreciated, because we all love hugs, not really needed. Don't need kobolds making me go kaboom. I could use my wand to kill those BileBats off, but not really needing to right now. There we go, we got some sapper action. I do need to blow them up. We're going to go ahead and one charge of our wand will kill these guys. Just don't want to get hit. Let's go ahead and while we can, connect the dots there. And we're just going to go ahead and kill stuff off. It's not too hard. Really, playing through as the War Mage kind of gave me the foundation for what I'm doing. Going through the levels again, getting to know them a little bit better, as well as it almost feels like going through as the War Mage first just helped me because I've gone through the levels with less stuff, like less mana. So I'm already prepared, and having some of these tools like the Scepter of Domination's just instant spam, 100% accuracy. Yeah, there is some travel time involved, but for clearing out kobolds and sappers, there's no substitute. It's the best. So we're going to continue on our merry little way. Not a whole lot happening. This level is just kind of sadly easy. And we don't even have archers up front anymore, as the BileBats have destroyed them. Now, I did say that they would serve as a distraction. I believe at the end of this wave, we're going to get a break, and at the end of breaks, you get your Guardians back. Also worth mentioning, because we will be using them later, specifically in Crunch and the finale Twisted Halls. Barricades are one of those items that during breaks, if it hasn't been destroyed all the way, it'll go ahead and reset to maximum health. Very handy, because we're all about getting through the levels with as few traps as possible if we have to bring traps. Sadly, barricades are traps, so there are going to be a couple levels that we're not going to be able to do. I'll kind of go ahead and confirm that it's not possible to get through those levels. I'm fairly certain that it's not, but there are levels that if you've watched some other playthroughs, I'm fairly certain we can get through them without any barricades. So just going through here, and really this is so much easier than playing the War Mage. The War Mage does not have the mana pool that we have. I'm going to kind of show you guys Ice Amulets. Good for clearing out flyers. As long as you hit more than one at a time, it's pretty mana efficient. I try to get at least 2 per shot. That's not going to work very well, so let's go ahead and just take him down with our crossbow. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and kill them. Archer's dealing with our sappers. And we're going to destroy all 4 of those earthlings with 1 fireball. Now the fireball, the primary on the flame bracers, is really nice, but unfortunately in order to get that kind of flamey explosion, it actually has to hit a target. You can't just shoot it at the nearest wall slash the ground in front of the targets. It just kind of burns out. It actually has to make contact with one of them. So in the case of the earthlings, we want to kind of aim it into the center mass and, you know, kind of hope for the best. Alright, so here we go. More flyers. I'm going to try to deal with them. I'm not going to deal with those orcs right now. They're going to be easy enough to deal with. Yeah, ice is great for taking out flyers unless you're dealing with the ice-attuned flyers, which, of course, are immune to that element. So we've got poison flyers. There are fire flyers. There's, in addition to fire, we've got ice, like I've said, and lightning. Now, each of the elementals has an attack corresponding to pretty much the magic that we bring with us. So, lightning-infused things will actually have a chain lightning type of attack. Fire, it's a small fireball. So an armored ogre, not something you see very often. I'm going to go ahead and turn him into a chicken. Much easier to deal with that way. So we're on the final wave.
So beautiful.
Now the one thing that is kind of interesting is there's technically a poison attack that we do have. And that is the Alchemist Satchel. Now I'm not bringing that at all on my Sorceress. However, it does have a snare component to it if you upgrade it to have that. I just think it's kind of funny because the other flyers don't have any kind of an upgraded attack. That is the one attack that a flyer's that's attuned to an element has that you would actually have to upgrade your specific item to have. So we're going to go ahead and take these guys off out with our wand. Just one charge, just like standard orcs. Very easy to get through, kill them. Making quick work of these guys with our scepter. We've got full mana. Now the end of this wave should end with like 3 earth elementals on one side and then come over to the earth elementals on this side. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Okay, we've got archers on this side, which means should be archers on the other side soon. Yeah, our archers are taking the heat for us just so that we can get through this a little bit easier. Lining up those archers and getting rid of them. Let's come over to the left side. Like I said, 3 earth elementals. Just going to go ahead and take care of them as much as we can. Yeah, not doing so hot on those fireballs. So let's go ahead and there's our polymorph. And we got our chicken. He's gonna dance with us to end the level. Cause it's no fun dancing alone, guys. Hidden Gulch. Not too bad. So as always, we have Trapless and we've earned Untouchable on this level as well. So guys, not too hard. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. More to come. Until next time, my name is Womp Rat, signing off.